you got to build that website. And you need to make sure that you understand and put that in perspective and context. You don't have to build the world's best website. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars. You don't have to spend a year trying to build it and get it perfect. It's never going to be perfect. That's okay. Hi, and welcome. You're listening to the NetBlaze podcast, marketing ideas for small businesses. Look, if you're concerned about getting new customers, keeping the customers that you have, and increasing the revenue, the lifetime value of those customers, then you've come to the right place because we're here to help. Hey, everybody, welcome back to our podcast. And, you'll notice that I'm in sort of a new environment here. So kind of experimenting a little bit with backgrounds and, that sort of thing to try and make it interesting, while we're talking about small local business marketing. And this is kind of like my man cave, and you'll see the dog running around and that sort of thing. So, let's see how that goes. Anyway, so let's talk about something that's pretty critical today, and that is you're a new business. You're starting from scratch. What do you do? Now, obviously, within the context of digital marketing. So the first thing is, and you'd be forgiven if you thought this was silly to even mention, but about 20 to 25% of businesses, even now, don't have a website. And I'm here to tell you that you need a website. So, that would be the first thing to do. Now, I think that everybody gets pretty hung up on their website, and they're like, oh, it has to be, the best website ever, and it has to function as a vehicle to convince people to do business with me. And so, there's a lot at stake, and I need to spend thousands of dollars and get it perfect. And that thinking, in my opinion, is wrong, particularly when you're first starting out. The website is kind of just one of those things that you have to have, kind of a checkbox, right? And it has to be, a certain level of quality. And it's important for really just two reasons. The first is that it's your vehicle for getting into the Google search engine results. Okay, so what do I mean? What I mean is that if you don't have a website, it will be very, very difficult, if not impossible, for you to show up. Well, let's say you're a pizza place, my favorite, example. It would be very difficult, if not impossible, for you to show up when somebody types in pizza place near me if you don't have a website, okay? So that's the most important reason to have a decent enough website. The second reason is people doing their due diligence to try and see if they want to do business with you will check to see, often anyway, will check to see if you have a website. Now, what they don't typically use the website for is the single biggest determining factor as to whether or not they will do business with you. So what do I mean by that? And just think about your own experiences when you're looking for a small business to do, for products or services. People will type in plumber near me, and they will see the map or they'll see the search engine results in Google. And what will they do? They'll look at the reviews, and they'll see, all right, who's got a lot of reviews and close to 5-star? Great. Let me click on them. And then, hey, yeah, let me just go check and make sure they have a website, But I think all too many people think, oh, my website has to be the thing that sells. It doesn't. That's not usually what's going to grab new customers. What will usually grab new customers is them searching in Google, you having a Google My Business page, okay, which we'll talk about in a second, a business profile listing within Google, and reviews. That is what will usually grab them, and the website is more of just a checkbox to just ensure that, yeah, this is a real business. So what's important in the website then? Well, you really only need like a 4-page website. The homepage should be, visually appealing. It should be an introductory page to you and your services, your company. It doesn't have to be long and involved. It should have some nice pictures on it. Human faces are always really good. So if you're family-owned business or something, picture of the family, that sort of thing. But mostly the homepage should be an introduction to the business, what it does, the products and services, maybe some accolades. There's all sorts of things that you can add on later on, right? But that's the most important thing on the first page. You need maybe an About Us page, sort of talks about your history, your unique journey in building this company, you or your families, whatever. There needs to be a Contact Us page. So this is where you'd have, maybe a contact form. You'd have directions, like a Google map link for directions. That's very important. Anything else you wanted to in order to contact you. Obviously, your email address, your phone number. Maybe the fourth page would be a gallery page. Just a page of pictures of your place of business or of successful projects or products or whatever it is that is appropriate for your business. What's really important is that on every single page on the website, you have your unique identifying information, the name of your business, your address, your phone number, your hours of operation, your email address, and links to Facebook and Instagram if you have those, and you probably should at least have Facebook. That's really all you need on a website, at least when you're first getting started. That will tick all the boxes. That will allow you to be noticed by Google and be able to start to show up in the search engine rankings once you start to do SEO. Whole other topic. And it provides that, yep, check, they have a website, they're a real business sort of thing. So that's number one. Number two, you need to create a free Google business profile listing, okay? And it's absolutely key for you to do that because this is the number one place you're going to be discovered. You do this yourself. Again, when you're looking for a plumber near you and you type in plumber near me, and you see either the map or you see listings and you click on something, you actually go, most of the time, you go not to their website, you go to their Google business profile listing. And there you'll have reviews and stuff like that. So it's really, really important to do that. It's a whole other topic to get it set up. It's not hard, but you have to sort of claim it, and it becomes your listing. And this is, again, another part of the on-ramp to you showing up. If you don't have this, you're not going to show up when people type in plumber near me, so you're not going to get discovered. And this is also the place where probably your most important reviews should reside. Again, because not to say that Yelp and TripAdvisor and other platforms may not be important, but most of the time when people are looking for products and services, they go right to Google, they type in a search phrase, plumber near me, and boom, up comes up the reviews and the stars and the number of reviews, and that's all from the Google business profile page. So you should absolutely do that. You should grab your listing. You should create a listing with the Better Business Bureau, your local Better Business Bureau, and that's you can Google that and go to their website, and it's fairly straightforward to do. You should, if it's applicable with Yelp and TripAdvisor, you should claim your listing and own it. And again, you can go there and figure out how to do that. You should start to build your social media presence. So you should create a free Facebook business page. Get that started, and then you can link to that from your website. You should also create an Instagram page. And again, whole other topic of conversation about what you do with those pages. But this is your start. And your goal is to basically it's kind of like you're hanging out your shingle. That's what you want to accomplish as a new business. Back in the day, before the internet, right, that meant literally probably putting a sign out, on your place of business on Main Street, and maybe and also getting into the Yellow Pages, which, oh, by the way, you probably couldn't get into the Yellow Pages until their next publication, which could be a year away. So, pretty challenging to start to have your business noticed and to have people discover your products and services and to consider using you. Now, obviously, it's a lot easier, but the things I've mentioned are really all about that same concept. You want to get your shingle out there, and you want to start to build the foundation for you to be able to participate in being discovered in the way that people do it. So you got to build that website, and you need to make sure that you understand and put that in perspective and context. You don't have to build the world's best website. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars. You don't have to spend a year trying to build it and get it perfect. It's never going to be perfect. That's okay. Okay? It's got to be there because it's really important, and you won't show up when people try and look for businesses or products that you offer unless you have a website that meets just a minimum standard. And the minimum standard is enough, okay? Because the website itself is not the thing that's going to convince people to do business with you. It's really going to be more about where you show up in the Google rankings, how many reviews you have, and so on. Again, think about how you find new companies to do business with. So the website, create a business or a Google business profile listing. That's absolutely important. Start to build your social media presence. Grab your Better Business Bureau listing, grab your Yelp or TripAdvisor listing, create a Facebook page, and create an Instagram page. All kind of at the minimum. Okay, there may be other things, but this is a really, really good foundation. And then you can use those pages to start to build on, getting reviews, which we discuss in other podcasts, making, regular social media posts, which again, we also discuss in other podcasts. But this is the foundation. This is what you have to do in order to get things moving in the right direction. Okay. Listen, hey, we are all about helping small local businesses with their digital marketing, and NetBlaze.com. If you want some help, go over to NetBlaze.com, and we've got some amazing software that handles all of your digital marketing for you. And you can get a free trial when you go over there. So go visit NetBlaze.com, and I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks.